Right, so I know you don't want to get into the predictions, but do you see a second term for Barack Obama? Then we'll go right to the phone.
Oh, yes, I do. I got to be honest, I really, really do. It's interesting, people are talking about 2012. My prediction has been, even since I said that the man would be the first African-American.
On this show, by the way.
Is that they need to look at who is going to actually run for 2016. I have this rule: you think for yourself or somebody does your thinking for you. That's always been my rule. I've learned that from my folks. I taught it to my children. One of the things I think is that we are so bombarded with these opinions and polls that a lot of times we don't think for ourselves. They will say, for example, the president's polls are slipping. He's now at 54%. Well, the last president's poll, if I'm not mistaken, was about 20-something%. But what's the problem?
Leaving office was in recorded history, George Bush had the lowest popularity in the history of the presidency. You know what the problem is? No one wants to say it. I'll say it: racism. Thanks, Ralph, for being out there. That's it, straight up. And we need to quit pussyfooting around. We need to just say it.
People of color. And when they can get past this nation will really be an awesome nation the way it should be.
And we need to say it. I mean, everyone knows it. It is more than the elephant in the room. And now we're trying to fix it. It's like you say boycott. No, we should say selective by campaign. Forget that. Boycott. That's what we ought to say. And we ought to take action. And we ought to react, because that's the only way changes will come.
Well, if you want numbers to affect this nation, watch how you spend your money and where you spend your money.
Oh, gee.
Or what you spend your money. And you will see that for us to be people of color in this nation, a minority, yet we have a huge spending power, which is why every other person is in our community but ours. Here in Harlem, for example, I see nothing but Asians selling all hair products. Arabs owning a lot of the small stores and whatnot. And I mean, and then I have on my website, numbersandyou.com, the power of the penny. You'll buy an item for 99 cents, you give them $1 and walk away. Well, if you follow the rule, the theory goes that if you take a penny and double that penny for 30 days, you wind up with millions of dollars. So I want my penny.
I want my penny too. I want my